Welcome to Vineyard Church Dungannon, where we're walking together deeper into faith. The following message was given at one of our Sunday gatherings. For more information, visit vineyarddungannon.co.uk.
So how's everyone's week been? Are we okay? We good? We're in the summer. School's nearly done, kids. Yes. And parents, we kind of dread. Now it's our turn. I've had one of those kind of really weird, dopey weeks. I kind of have those weeks every week, but you know when you do like stupid things, like I nearly poured like a full cup of tea that I forgot about into the bin instead of the sink. Nearly. Another day I was making a cup of tea and I nearly poured the kettle into the tea bag canister instead of my mug. I think it was yesterday. Hannah was telling us that she found a song that helps her to remember, you know the maths numbers in pi. And I was like, oh, you don't need a song to learn like what pi is. It's 1.34. Tom, what's pi? I know. I got the numbers right in the wrong order. 3.14. 1.5. So obviously I need to listen to the song. Another day, I was dreading making a phone call, so I thought it would be easier to hire a turf cutter and take up all the grass in our garden and roll the turf. Still haven't made that phone call. So in the evenings, I like to relax, watch a nice murder show with Phil, so which gave me a really cool idea for this morning. Don't worry, I will clean up after. It's all good. So I am going to ask Ashley to come up first, please. Dun, dun, dun. Hi.
I forgot it.
Thought you turned it off.
You see what you go there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah?
Usually when you hand somebody a mic, you make sure it's turned on before you hand it to them. Just saying.
Okay. I'll remember that for the next time. I may not be asked up here again.
Sorry,
I'll remember for next time.
I forgot I'd agreed to go on your game show.
Welcome, Ashley. I would like to know, Johnny's not here. He's off gallivanting somewhere, Japan.
Yeah.
Right. Johnny, or Ashley, tell us how you communicate with Johnny as a boss. Not as a friend, as a boss.
I wasn't primed for any of these questions.
I know, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny's listening.
Of course, I talk to him with all the deference that he's due and, inform him of things without telling him.
Yeah, and behind his back, what do you say?
He just needs to get it done.
Great. So that's how you communicate with Johnny as boss. How do you communicate with me when I'm doing an all-in service and I don't give you the stuff in time?
The first time or this time now that I'm used to you?
I'm getting earlier.
You are. I think I just try to tell you that, other people need your things, and it's, being organized is godly as well as...
That's not the text I got. Yep, brilliant. Linda, can you come up now?
Thank goodness.
No pressure, it's okay. It's okay, the wife's up now. So you want to give the mic. Linda, how do you communicate with Ashley as your husband?
Well, it probably depends.
Children are here, so...
Yeah, it probably depends on the hunger levels. I do suffer from hunger.
Hungry.
Anybody else? It does. So very short-tempered when I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So probably, sometimes it's just direct text if he's out in the office. So it's just very direct. Dinner, yeah. I used to, at the start, I used to say lovely text. When you're ready, you're dinner. No, it's just dinner. I don't even put a full stop. It's just dinner. I'm not going out there. I used to go out and tell him. So yeah. So I suppose it depends too. Yeah, how long you've been in the relationship too. Yeah. And sometimes you just ask, "Are you tired?" I've learned if you get a certain response, Or usually is. So yeah, it probably depends on hunger levels, sleep levels. There are lots of different ways.
Yep.
But there are some times we are very successful and we do just sit down and talk things out.
Yay!
Yeah. Wouldn't say all the time, but
Yeah.
So it's a mixture of all those things depending on how we are
Yep.
at the time.
Brilliant. Right. Ezra and Elsie, do you want to come up? Who wants to talk? Who wants to spill the beans? Ezra. How do mommy and daddy communicate with you? For example, let me ask you to say clean your bedroom.
I say, why should I? And then Dad just yells at me because you should. You just shout. He just shouts, you should.
Brilliant.
I believe I say you made the mess, you should clean it up.
Brilliant. I'll stop it there before we have to get therapists in. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So we communicate with different people in different ways. So Ashley communicates with his boss differently than how he communicates with Linda, and they communicate differently to the kids. With me, you need to talk to me like I'm an 8-year-old and use pictures and throw food at me as well. Hungry, yeah. So, do you know who the master communicator was? It's a really easy one. Yeah, Jesus! So this morning we're going to look at 3 things, right? We've got 3 parts. The first part is how Jesus engaged with people in Mark's Gospel, how Jesus engaged with me, how Jesus engages with you. So in the first bit, I'm going to show how Jesus engaged. There's like 18 to 20 miracles in Mark, so we're going to go through, no, we're not going to go through them all. I've picked out a couple because I know people are going to be going deeper into this in the next couple of talks. So I've picked out a couple. I'm just going to fly through how Jesus interacted, how he communicated with them. So first one is going to be the man with leprosy, I think. Yeah. So when Jesus saw him, he was so moved with compassion. Like compassion is the feeling of like deep sympathy when you get me see someone else hurting. Jesus was so moved by the man's plea for healing that he went over and he touched him, restoring not just his flesh, but his human connection and dignity. Now the next miracle is Peter's mother-in-law. Now Peter was one of Jesus' disciples and his mother-in-law was really sick. Now when my mother-in-law rings me when she's sick, she says, stay away, don't come near us. But in this instance, Jesus went straight to her. He went and visited her. He interacted with her intimately by simply taking her by the hand, lifted her up. Jesus took gentle action. The next one is the man with the withered hand. When Jesus saw the man with the withered hand, he knew the man needed help. He also knew that the rule makers were thinking. Jesus did something really brave in this one. He called the man right up in front of everyone so they could see him being healed. Now, not all encounters with Jesus are warm and gentle. Sometimes Jesus confronted people who just had the wrong attitude. He was angry at the Pharisees because they had hardened their hearts against him. The next one is the deaf and the mute man. Now, in this one, Jesus separated the man from the crowd so he wouldn't be overwhelmed or made a public spectacle. Jesus touched his ears to communicate that he was focusing on the man's inability to hear. And the next bit's quite gross. It says he spits on his hands and touches his tongue. That was Jesus communicating that he knew that he had a speech impediment. He was going to fix it. But Jesus let out a deep sigh to communicate his deep compassion, empathy, and grief over this man's human suffering. The next one. Jesus has real compassion in overwhelming situations. So the bleeding woman, Jesus felt her touch and knew that his special power had healed someone. He stopped and asked, who touched me? The woman was a little scared. She was scared to speak up in front of everyone. But she knelt down, crying, in fear and told him everything. But Jesus, instead of being mad, showed compassion. He communicated with her directly. He reassured her. He validated her faith with a deep term of affection. He called her daughter. Your faith has healed you. And the last one we're going to look at is Jairus' daughter. So Jesus interacts. So Jairus' daughter's dying. The dad comes to Jesus. Jesus interacted with a grieving father with urgency and reassurance. Let's go. The girl died as they were reaching her. But Jesus communicated calm in the face of panic, telling the father, don't be afraid any longer, only believe. So when Jesus goes into the room where the little girl is, he holds the girl's hand and he uses gentle language and he says, little girl, I say to you, get up. So Jesus, through these miracles, he was compassionate. He spoke directly. He reached out and he touched. He bypassed the crowds to private, quiet, for tender care. He held their hand. He reassured them. He addressed their spiritual needs as well as their physical needs. He took action with gentle intimacy. He communicated calm and he challenged when needed. Now, this next bit, we need some volunteers. What was Ezra? Just pick on you then. Right, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 1. Huh? 2. Who else? 3. I do need a girl. Paige. Lily Flo. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Yeah. Brilliant. Right. Beep, beep. Okay. Right. I need someone to be Phil. Okay. I need someone to be Lynne. It's not that hard. We're pretty much the same age mentally. Like, come on. Right. I need God. Oh my goodness. I know. You're Phil. Ezra, you be God. I need Lynne's friend. Brilliant Paige. And I need 2 nice ladies. I need a nice lady and a nice man. How's that? Okay. Now, you need to bear with. Phil is going to read out a story. Okay? And as he's reading it out, we're going to try and act it. Okay? Good? Oh, there's props. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah? That's okay.
It's on now. Okay.
Right, if you all come down first, and then, as Phil says it, I'll direct you up.
Lynn's going to direct you.
Really badly.
Come on down. On down. And then we'll go
Right.
from there. Are we ready? So, once upon a time, there were 2 Egypts called Phil and Lynne.
Phil, Lynne, come up here. You're not Phil. You're the nice man. Yes.
They loved God, but they had been through a lot. And Lynne had been ill for 3 years. She was sore. We acting sore? She was tired. And she was sad.
Cry.
Phil was just sad. Good job. One day, a friend, where's the friend? Who Lynne hadn't seen for years, told her to go for prayer. Good job. She didn't want to at first, because she was very stubborn. But after arguing with God for a while, she booked a day to go, and off they went. This is off Phil and Lynne went. Friend, you're done.
So Lynne, back in the car with Phil. Pretend you're driving.
When they arrived, there was nowhere to park or even stop their car. So they parked really far away, and Phil pushed Lynne in a wheelchair. This is your wheelchair. For health and safety purposes, it has no wheels, but okay. Okay, so you walk, and you just relax. It's all good. When they arrived, so you can stop walking now. When they arrived, they were invited in, and they talked to two very nice people. Where's the very nice people?
Yeah. Go and talk to her. She's in the wheelchair. She can't move. Go and talk to her.
Who asked Lynne a few questions. So ask her a few questions. And then, are you asking questions? And then they prayed over her. So pray. Just put your hands together. Look like you're praying. From the outside, nothing happened. But for Lynne, lots was happening. So, lots was happening. All right, you ready? God had showed Lynne that he wanted her to let go of some things from her past. And when she did, she was healed. The funny thing was, Lynne was the only one who knew this. All right, so scratch your chin, because you're the only one who knows this. You know stuff that nobody else knows. Only God. You know. All right? Okay. It had been quiet, personal, and spectacular all at the same time. Lynne got up from her wheelchair and walked. Right? But Phil was very confused. It's good. I think I was more confused than that, but it's good. It's good. After cluing Phil in, because he's a bit slow, they went for a short 2-mile walk. So go for your walk. Go do a walk, Phil and Lynne. Go. It was very comfortable. Lynne had no issues walking. Very good. Okay, back in the car, guys. On the way home, all right, on the way home, and remember, Phil is a bit slow, it suddenly hit him what had happened. And while driving in the fast lane down the motorway, he burst into tears like a big baby and almost crashed the car. To finish off this amazing day, you've got more exercise to do, guys. And to show her mum she was healed, Lynne went for a run. God had taken her from lying in bed, not being able to stand, to being in a wheelchair, to running all in one day. Hallelujah.
Well done, guys. Well done. Well done. You can go sit down. Brilliant acting. Thank you. Right. So, if you were able to follow that at all, well done. Kids, you were brilliant. So yeah, that was my healing story. I've lost a page. It wasn't what I expected it to be. It was gentle. It was calm. It was peaceful. It was reassuring. God spoke directly. He reached out and he touched and he healed. And he took action with gentle intimacy. He challenged me when I needed it. And he healed me. You know the saying, "Well, it made you stronger." It didn't. Jesus did. The pain destroyed me, but he rebuilt me, piece by piece, grace by grace.
Thanks for listening to this message. For more information on what's happening in the life of our church, visit vineyarddungannon.co.uk.